Okay, sure, because we were talking about, I was talking about. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Are you ready for the defense? Yes.
He has to speak for 1 second, please.
Can't do that.
Can we put one thing on the record? Well, we don't have to do it right now, but can I make a record on the objection that I made at sidebar during closing arguments for the state?
Yes.
Do we do it now? Or you want to?
Well, we can do it later.
Okay, thanks. And just for record purposes, it would be deemed timely?
Yes.
Thank you.
All rise.
deciding juror if the jury has reached a unanimous verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is your verdict as follows? We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant guilty of capital murder as charged in the indictment.
It is.
Thank you, ma'am. Because of the nature of the case, I'm going to ask you individually for your verdict. I'll start on the bottom row, the chair closest to the gallery, and go 1 through 12. No, Juror 1, is that your verdict?
Yes, guilty.
Juror 2?
Guilty.
Juror 3?
Yes, guilty.
Juror 4?
Guilty.
Juror 7?
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Yes,
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't.
She said guilty. Mr. Milner, your client having been found guilty of capital murder, is there any reason in law why she should not now be sentenced?
No, Your Honor.
Brenda Delgado, please stand. The jury having found you guilty of capital murder, it is therefore the order, judgment, and decree of this court that you be taken by the sheriff of Dallas County and by her safely held for transfer to an authorized receiving agency wherein you shall be and transferred to the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, wherein you shall be confined for the rest of your natural life. Good luck to you, ma'am. Please proceed. Members of the jury, there will be 4 victim impact statements, and then I can make my concluding remarks to you. Brenda Delgado, justice has been served. Even though it's taken 3 years, 9 months, and 5 days, justice was delivered to my family, Kendra's dear friends, many of who are sitting in this courtroom today and have been with us by our side since the beginning of this hellish nightmare. Brenda Delgado, justice has been served for the people whose lives were touched in one way or another by this incredible, amazing woman, which I was honored to be Kendra Hatcher's mother. You, Brenda Delgado, are the root of all evil. You and the other 2 pathetic lives you had join you on your path of destruction. In the little bit of time I've learned about you these past 5 days, you could have never measured up to be the woman that my daughter, Kendra Hatcher, was. And just so you know, Brenda Delgado, Kendra was never rich, and she was never wealthy. Kendra was blessed by a loving God and a family that loved her. Kendra worked hard to earn her beautiful place on this earth. Kendra was awarded many, many scholarships because of her dedication to human life and for her zest for her own life. One thing Kendra didn't have to work hard for was her beauty, inside and out. I take comfort in knowing our God has given our Kendra the ultimate spot in heaven, a spot in which you will never see. You, Brenda Delgado, have earned your spot on this earth behind cold steel bars
for the rest of your miserable, pathetic life. And if justice could have handed you a death sentence, make no mistake, I would have been there front and center. I want to especially thank all of our heroes, to our men and women that worked tirelessly to bring Kendra justice. And I especially want to thank the 5 men and women of the jury who brought us this incredible justice. I'm so sorry. Just go home, hug your kids, and love your family, and tell them that you love them every day. Before I forget, thank you to the jurors. I can't imagine the job that you guys have had. This is the second time that we've had to be here for a trial in my sister's murder. And both times I've prayed for you, for the jurors. I've thought of the jurors that were on the last trial every single day and prayed for them, because the things that you've had to witness and see and hear are so inhuman, Brenda Delgado. So inhuman. Nobody should have to see this kind of stuff. I'm so sorry that you did, but I thank you for giving us this little bit of closure. Brenda, you're disgusting. I've had almost 40 years to think about what I would say to you when I finally saw your disgusting face. And here I am with a notebook of notes that I've made, and all I can think about are my 2 children at home who ask me every single day why they can't call their Aunt KK. My son wanted to be here so bad. He was 8 when you had my sister executed. My 5-year-old is her goddaughter, and I'm pregnant with our 3rd that will never get to meet Kendra because of you, because of your evil, because of your envy, as they so perfectly put it. No matter how envious you were of any human being, it does not give you the right to destroy lives, many lives, your own family's lives, our lives, Kendra's lives, my children's lives. Who the hell do you think you are, Brenda? You will go down in history as one of the most hated women in Dallas, possibly in America, and soon you'll be forgotten, but Kendra's legacy won't, because we'll make sure that it's not. You can't even look at me. I wish that my 12-year-old could have been here today to tell you how much you've hurted him. And my 5-year-old, who now wants to be a dentist because she envies and idolizes her Aunt KK so much, not the way you envied her, in an innocent way, in a 5-year-old way. And you're such a coward. You ran to Mexico not because you were innocent, because you're guilty of sin. And everybody who helped cover it up is just as guilty. And I hope in their pilgrimage in life, as it was put, that you all feel it. All of you. You're all guilty. I hope you rot in hell. Thank you, jurors.
On September 2nd, 2015, we heard the awful news that Kendra had been murdered in her garage apartment complex. Brenda Delgado had previously planned, enlisted others, paid other accomplices to take the end of the life of Dr. Kendra Hatcher, who was a beloved daughter, sister, granddaughter, aunt, cousin, niece, a friend, pediatric dentist that volunteered and provided free dental care from poverty-stricken areas. Kendra's family would ever again enjoy the beautiful young woman who was so brutally and unnecessarily killed. There was no good reason. Right there in our own garage apartment building, the Hatcher and Gibson families will forever mourn the loss of the sweetest, kindest, and most loving member of the family. Kendra's not met many of the third generations of our family because of you and the senseless murder perpetrated on her young, vibrant life. Kendra had many colleagues from high school, college, and her professional life, including thousands of people who she had met and helped in many ways, and pediatric patients and their families. Brenda Delgado, you are evil, and your partners make the axis of evil. Kendra's family will never again be able to hear her voice, see her face, feel her embrace, enjoy her laugh, or see that bright smile in her dancing eyes. Kendra gave more in her short life than many of us ever have achieved. Certainly you. Your actions have marked 3 generations of families of Kendra forever. We will never again be the family we were once. You deserve nothing. You should rot in jail, rot in hell. And no visitors, no letters, no family embraces, no phone, absolutely no human interaction, because Kendra has none. A life in prison where murderers belong. God bless this court, the judge, the Dallas detectives, prosecutors, and especially the jurors who faithfully rendered the only verdict they could.
Thank you so much for your service. The lawyers appreciate it if you remain to speak with them, but you're under no obligation to do so. We thank you very much, and you are discharged.
All rise.
Gallery may be seated. I'm sorry?
He wanted to make
George, you would...
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. During Mr. Lord's closing argument, I had asked to interrupt the argument momentarily so that we might have a sidebar conference. Mr. Lord argued to the jury, and was in the process of arguing to the jury, that the jury, in essence, half the jury could believe one theory, that it was remuneration, the other half could believe that it was a murder committed in the course of committing or attempting to commit robbery. Our position is they could convict on either one, but it would have to be a unanimity theory that the 12 jurors would have to agree beyond reasonable doubt on one. I made that objection, that was an improper argument, that it was a misstatement of law, and that was what the sidebar conference was. In order for him to keep making his argument, I sat down, but I've asked the court that I could make this argument now, or this objection now, to the argument and to the theory that the jury could be divided on their theory of conviction between what is in essence a count 1 and count 2, although the indictment really doesn't identify separate counts. objection has been overruled, and Mr. Lloyd continued his argument.
That closes the record.
Judge, may I approach?